a story that begins in the hot, dusty streets of Italy. An organization shaped for centuries by the words honor, loyalty, and silence. Cosa Nostra, which means our thing. Today, when people hear the word Mafia, this is the structure they think of. But Cosa Nostra is not something that can be defined only by crime, blood, or fear. It is a system born from the historical destiny of Sicily. Origins. At the end of the 1800s, Sicily was still a complicated place. Poverty, injustice, and the weak authority of the government. The people were forced to create their own protectors. These protectors were later called men of honor, uomini d'onore. At first, they only provided mediation and protection at the local level. But soon, they took control of agriculture, trade, land ownership, and the ports. So, Cosa Nostra, which was born with the idea of justice against injustice, created its own rules, its own judgment, and its own state. Migration to America and transformation. In the early 1900s, millions of Italians emigrated to the United States. Cosa Nostra crossed the ocean with them. They reorganized especially in cities like New York, Chicago, and New Orleans. And in America, things rose to another level. Prohibition and the Golden Age. In the 1920s, America banned alcohol. The ban was the biggest opportunity visible to the Mafia. Bootlegging became fuel, money, power, and weapons flowed into the veins of Cosa Nostra. In some cities, the Mafia established order that even the state could not achieve. Judges, police officers, politicians, many of them were bought. The Five Families, the invisible kingdom of New York. American Cosa Nostra was centrally divided into 5 major families in New York. Still one of the most talked about organized crime structures in the world. Genovese family, known as the most disciplined. Gambino family, the most publicly recognized. Lucchese family, specialized in transportation and labor unions. Colombo family, famous for internal conflicts. Bonanno family, one of the inspirations for The Godfather. The system these families created worked like a federation. No family would crush another, and no family would openly wage war on the state. Major decisions of the organization were made by a council called the Commission. Luciano Genovese Gambino, the man who shaped the Mafia into what it is today, known in history as the Godfather of the Mafia, Charles Lucky Luciano. He established the family system in America, founded the Commission, and enforced the discipline of Omerta. Hollywood created many characters based on him. Another major figure, Vito Genovese, known for his ruthless strategies, and Carlo Gambino, the man known for building an empire without needing a single bullet. Even though the Corleone family in The Godfather is fictional, the character Don Vito Corleone was largely inspired by men like these. The Mafia's internal rules of respect, honor, and loyalty came straight from the heart of the real Cosa Nostra. Structure and rules. In every family, boss, underboss, consigliere, capo regime, soldato, soldiers, and most importantly, omerta, the oath of silence. A captured member swore never to speak to the police. Anyone who spoke about Cosa Nostra would pay the price before they even finished their sentence. Where is Cosa Nostra today? Many think Cosa Nostra is gone, but that is not true. From the 1990s onward, major operations were carried out. Leaders were arrested. Some received life sentences. But Cosa Nostra did not disappear. It simply moved into the shadows. Now it is more active in finance, construction, public tenders, local politics. In some towns in Sicily, everyone still knows who the real power is. But nobody speaks. Omerta is still alive. Cosa Nostra may not look as glorious as it does in the movies anymore. But remember, the strongest structures in history are not the loudest ones. They are the ones that remain silent. And Cosa Nostra, even in its silence, is still one of the world's most recognizable, nameless empires.